Well, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! And Friends, and today I'm going to be bringing you a Dark Magician deck profile. I went to Second Home Gaming over the weekend to build this deck. For those of you who are in the just a quick announcement for those of you who are in the Monroe area, I'm going to be at Second Home Gaming on 2 weeks from now, in the next 2 weeks. So we can go up there duel for you Magic players. I also have Magic the Gathering. We can play that too. Where Second Home Gaming is, it's in West Monroe. It's on 314 Cypress Street in West Monroe, next to the Domino's and across from Ashford Place Apartments. And without further ado, let's get straight into the profile. Okay, to start off, you of course will need 3 Dark Magicians. Yeah, 3 Dark Magicians. The ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. The main boss monster of the deck. Next, you'll need 2. Well, next in this deck, I run 2 apprentice magicians. Basically, you can just discard 1 card from your hand, a special summoner, and she allows you to add 1 dark magician from your deck to hand. And let's see next. From your deck to hand. All right, during the damage calculation, if your dark spellcaster battles a monster, it gains 2,000 attack and defense during the damage calculation only. That's a quick effect. Next, we have 2 copies of everyone's favorite card, Waifu, the Dark Magician. She gains 300 for every Dark Magician or Magician of Chaos in either player's graveyard. And next, onto the support monsters, we have 2 Magician's Robes, 2 Magician's Rods, giggity. Okay, the Magician's Rod effect is when it's normal summon, you can add 1 spell trap card that lists the Dark Magician in its text. And during either player's turn, if a spell or trap card is activated while this card is in the graveyard, except during damage calculation, you can tribute 1 spellcaster monster and special summon and add this card to your hand. Not special summon. Okay, next we have Magician of Robe. And its effect is during your opponent's turn, discard 1 spell trap card and special summon 1 Dark Magician from your deck. This is a quick effect. And during your opponent's turn, if a spell trap card or effect, while this card is in the graveyard, except during damage calculation, you special summon it but banish it when it leaves the field. That's a once per turn effect. And for more support monsters, we have Skilled White Magician. You're supposed to run 2, but I run 1 because I'm trying to limit the deck to at least 43 cards. It's a 43 card deck. It was 45, so I took out some of the monsters and spells. Okay, Magician of White's effect is each time you or your opponent activates a spell card, put 1 counter on him. 3 counters. You contribute this card with 3 full counters on it, and special summon 1 Buster Blade from hand, deck, or graveyard. So he's good for getting your Buster Blader out much quicker. And next we have Breaker, the Magical Warrior. Basically what he does is when he's normal summon, you can place 1 spell counter on him, and he gains 300 attack with each spell counter on it. Remove 1 spell counter, and he destroys 1 spell trap card on the field for popping back row. And next we have Karibo as a hand trap for negating damage. Just discard him from your hand, and you take no battle damage. Ebon Magician. During standby phase, inflict 300 points of damage to your opponent for each card they have on the field. That's for burning. And next, we got the boss monsters. We got Magician of Chaos, Double Buster Bladers, Blackluster Soldier, and next, the mighty Obelisk, the Tormentor. This card was pretty much hard to find. And okay, Magician of Chaos. His effect is when he's normal special summon, you can target 1 spell in your graveyard, add that target to hand, and banish any monster that was destroyed by battle with this card. So each time it destroys your opponent's monsters, it get banished and won't be able to be brought back. And next, 2 Buster Bladers. This is basically for countering dragon type monsters that your opponent has. I run 2 of these for the White Magician's effect. I should put another White Magician in, but that would just put me up to 44 cards. This is not really much of an impressive build, but I'm trying to keep this to a much fast-paced deck build. Anyway, we got Blackluster Soldier. Just ritual summon him with the Blackluster Ritual. I'm just a fan of the Blackluster Soldier. And next, Obelisk the Tormentor. Just put his attack power at infinity, just so he can kill your opponent. But he's pretty much killable. Okay, next for the spells, we have double copy of 1,000 Knives, double copy of Dark Magic Attack. 1,000 Knives targets one monster on your opponent's field and destroys it. And Dark Magic Attack destroys all spell and trap cards on your opponent's side of the field. As long as you have to have one Dark Magician just to activate the spell. Alright, that's it for that. And next, we have Blackluster Ritual for the Blackluster Soldier. Dark Magical Circle. What this does is, when this card is activated, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and then reveal one Dark Magician or one spell or trap card that lists the Dark Magician in its text. Among them, add one card to your hand. Place the remaining cards on the top deck in any order. If a Dark Magician is normal or special summoned to your field except during damage step, you can target one card on your opponent's field and banish it. You can only use this once per turn, so that's just your draw strategy. And your Monster Reborn, Mystical Space Typhoon, Ayatamias for going into your extra deck to special summon one Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, or one Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. Or better yet, you can just have Polymerization in here and get one random Dragon type. So basically, that is the Polymerization. Alright. Magical Dimension. What this does is, if you control a spellcaster type monster, target one monster you control, tribute that target, and special summon one spellcaster type monster from your hand, then destroy one monster on the field. Then you can destroy one monster on the field. That goes for your opponent's field. Magicians Unite. If you control 2 or more attack position spellcaster monsters, target one of them, and its attack becomes 3,000 until the end phase of the turn. But your other spellcaster monsters cannot attack that turn. It's active. Illusion Magic. Tribute one spellcaster and add 2 copies of the Dark Magician from deck to hand. Magic Formula. Equipped to Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl only, and it gains 700 attack. When this card is sent to the field, to the graveyard, you get 1,000 life points. So if your opponent MSTs this, you just gain 1,000 life points, especially when you're low. And dedication through light and darkness. Basically, what this does, you contribute one Dark Magician that you control and special summon one Dark Magician of Chaos from hand, deck, or graveyard. He's a good way to get the Magician of Chaos and quick. Dark Magic Expended. Apply these effects based on the number of Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girls in your graveyard. If you have one Dark Magician gains 1,000 attack until the end phase of the turn. This turn, if you have 2, your opponent cannot activate cards effects in response to your spells and traps. Also, spells and traps you control cannot be destroyed by an opponent's card effects. Number 3, Dark Spellcaster monsters you can currently control are unaffected by an opponent's card effects until the end of the turn. So it's just back row protection, monster boost, and monster protection. Swords of Real Light to prevent your opponent from attacking for 3 turns. Next, we got the traps. Double copies of Internal Soul. What this does is, for every Dark Magician in your main monster zone is unaffected by your opponent's card effects, if face up, this card leaves all destroy all of them you control. You can only use the following. You can special summon one Dark Magician from your hand or graveyard, or add one Dark Magic Attack or 1,000 Knives from your deck to hand. I run 2 of those. Spellbinding Circle. Whenever your opponent monster declares an attack, activate this and then change its battle position. It cannot be attacked. When that monster is destroyed, destroy this card. Dark Renewal. Whenever your opponent special summons a monster, target one of them and a spellcaster that you control and send both of them to the graveyard in order to special summon one Dark Spellcaster from deck or graveyard. Easy way to get out the Dark Magician. Call it Haunted for monster revivals and in case your opponent declares a direct attack. Miracle Restoration. Remove 2 counters from your side of the field, then target one Dark Magician or Buster Blade in your graveyard and special summon that target. Basically, if you already have the Magician of Skilled White on your field already, you can activate this and remove instantly tribute him for that. Dark Magic Magician's Navigation. This card allows you to special summon one Dark Magician from your hand, then special summon one level 7 Lord Dark Spellcaster from your deck. If you control a Dark Magician, except the turn this card was activated and sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then special summon. Not special summon. Then target one face-up spell or trap card your opponent controls, and its effects are negated until the end of the turn. And last but not least, we have Magician's Defense, which halves the damage that you take if a spellcaster monster is attacked. You can only do this once per turn. You can't have it twice. And you can target one spellcaster monster in your graveyard and special summon it. Okay, that's all the spells and traps. Next, we're gonna move on to the extra deck. All right. Okay. So let me get this in order real quick. Alrighty. Okay. For the extra deck, you want to have Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. His effect is whenever this card becomes Dark Magician while face up on the field in the graveyard. So if this card's in your graveyard and you have a Dark Magician girl out on the field, she gains 300, especially if you have more. And also his effect is your opponent cannot target spells or traps you control with card effects, and also they cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects. So basically he's just back row protection from MSTs and all that crap. Next, we have Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. She must be fusion summoned with the materials above, or Ayatamias. You can use a random dragon type for both of those. You don't need Ayatamias. Just have one polymerization, her and the dragon. Okay. All right. Once per turn, quick effect. You can send one card from your hand to graveyard, then target one face-up card on the field, and destroy that target. She basically destroys cards on your opponent's field. And let's see. Next we have Karagorn, the Anti-Luminescent Knight. His effect is during either player's turn, when another card effect is activated, that exactly one card on the field and no other cards. You can detach one Xyz material from this card, then target another card on the field that would be the appropriate target for that card's effect. Then that card slash effect now targets that new target. So that just switched the card effect targeting, so that blocks targeting. Link Spider, you can just link him off of one normal monster, then have a level 4 or lower. Easy. And next we have Iban High Magician. His effect is really cool though. Like here it is. While this card has Xyz material, you can activate quick play spells and traps in your hand during your opponent's turn by detaching one Xyz material from this card. If this Xyz summoned card is destroyed by battle and sent to graveyard, or Xyz summon will sent to a graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one dark spellcaster type monster from your hand deck or from your hand or deck. Then you can destroy one card on the field. Basically, he allows you to play traps out of your hand. Well, not necessarily hand traps, but yeah, I guess you could say that, hand traps. His effect is pretty overpowered if you think about it. I mean, you could just play MST and Mirror Force straight out of the hand just to piss your opponent off. Okay, that's it for the video. Leave a comment down below about what you think of the build. I mean, what should I do? Because I don't really think I built this deck well enough. I mean, honestly, I'm not happy with the build as much. But just leave some suggestions down below, and I'll read them. Thank you. Thank you. This has been You Can Your Own Friends, and I'll see you guys later. But peace.